Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is JD Messenger, and I am here with my daughter, Madison Messenger, firstborn, and dear lifelong friend, Don Rudzinski. And we're going to be talking about something very special and magical, a new book that Madison has written and Don has illustrated. So before we get into this, Madison, just introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name's Madison. I'm here in Dallas, Texas, and I'm excited to be here today talking about this book. It's funny that you said it's a new book because it's not actually new, but I'm sure we'll get into that in a few minutes.
Well, what's the title of this book, just so we let people know?
The Monsters Under Our Beds.
The Monsters Under Our Beds. Okay. And Don, why don't you introduce yourself real quick?
Great. Yeah, my name is Don Rudzinski. I'm retired now, thankfully. Have time to do these kind of things. But I spent over 30 years in corporate life doing advertising and marketing. And boy, when I retired, it was fun to be able to do the things that I really, really enjoy.
What is this book about?
Yes, this is a book about friendship and facing your fears. It's a fun story. It takes me back to my childhood when I grew up in Singapore. Dad, you know that. So I grew up in Singapore, and I remember back in those days making friends, and I would look around and there really just weren't a lot of people that looked like me and came from the same cultural background as me. And that was a really exciting time, and it was something that was prevalent in my childhood. And so I wrote a poem about it, about making friends with people that are different from you.
So when did you write this poem?
Yes, this poem is probably about 20 years old. So I think I was probably around like 8 to 10 is probably when this poem was actually written.
I think in pictures. And
we can talk slower if you'd like. So here we have Don, this illustrator, known him for 30 years. Madison writes this poem 20 years ago. Don, how did the poem get in your hands? Do you remember?
The poem is right here.
My gosh!
Yeah, you gave it to me 20-something years ago and said
Unbelievable.
that you would like me to illustrate it. And because, again, you saw an example of my works and you knew that I enjoyed doing cartoons and illustrations. And I said, I have got to pull Madison's poem out and recontact you guys and say, do you want to do it? Because now I'm full of ideas and I got the time and I want to get this done.
Don, I was thinking about this the other day. I think that you probably had the only surviving copy of that poem. And
isn't that funny?
Yeah. And when I saw it, when you sent it to me and I saw it for the first time in 20 years, I remembered it instantly. I remembered writing it. In fact, I remember writing a few other stories that were very similar in terms of theme. I wrote a story about a bunch of different colored cats sitting on a fence, and it immediately, I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I wrote this. And I thought about it and I was like, I don't think I have any sort of original copy of that. I think you probably had the only copy. So it's so fun that it survived with you. I'm so glad it did.
Well, so Don, without giving too much away, so Madison, tell us the title again.
The Monsters Under Our Beds.
And Don, where can we buy this book?
Buy it on Amazon.com. Look for The Monsters Under Our Beds by Madison Messenger, illustrated by Don Rudzinski. You can look for it that way.
All right, Madison, great. Congratulations. And Don, congratulations for being published authors, and can't wait to see the book. So thanks for being here. Thanks, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Thanks, 3D. Thanks, Madison.
Bye.